We are sure that we will continue doing this and that we can serve more people with clean drinking water or with irrigation water.
I'm a Dutch, but my heart is Filipino. I can't change the color of my skin, but I don't feel more like I'm also a Filipino because I stay here already more than half of my lifetime. So that's
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to formally announce our winner for this year's Teresa of Calcutta Award 2019, Mr. Auke Idzenga.
Wow, Mr. Ykema, Idzenga, please do join us right here. You well deserve this round of applause, of course, and all the work you've been doing. You know, you say water is life, and for you to enable water to be delivered to these various places, helping out thousands of people, that means you're bringing life to wherever they are. Mr. Al, please do join us right here on stage. And let me call also to award our winner, Chairman of the AY Foundation Incorporated, Mrs. Helen Y.D. JCI Manila President 2019, Mr. Luis Angelo Sevilla, and of course we already have on stage 2019 STCA Chairman, Mr. Joseph Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner will be receiving, once again, a check worth 1 million pesos, at least half of which will be going to a charitable institution of his choice. Will also be receiving a custom-made trophy by Joseph Gonzalez. The trophy has 3 strands that represent AY Foundation, the strand of God, and the winner's strand in this world. It is all interconnected, and the utmost integrity will always be expected. Just a background, of course, Joseph is also doing his art, and of course his craft over there. And look at this, a very beautiful creation, all for the love of STCA. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another big hand for our 2019 winner, Mr. Ykema Idzenga. Enjoy the moment. You deserve this. And I hope through this also we're going to be getting more help and sending some love and good vibes to those communities we're going to be helping. Thank you once again to Chairman of the AY Foundation Incorporated, Mrs. Helen Y.D. JCI Manila President 2019, Mr. Luis Angelo Sevilla, and 2019 SDCA Chairman, Mr. Joseph Gonzalez. Now, I'd like to invite Mr. Al to please join us by the podium right here. After, of course, the shaking of hands of these wonderful people. Sir Al, could we invite you right here on stage as he gives us his response message to all of you as he receives this award coming from SDCA 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another big hand for Mr. Al?
magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. For the rest, English na lang. Hereby let me express my deepest gratitude to those who nominated me and believed in my work for the poor. I will not mention all the names kaya hindi naman ko alam ka-formal, no? I'm thankful for Miss Helen D., Chairman of the Alfonso Ykema Foundation, STCA 2019 Chairman Joseph Gonzalez, and JCI Manila for selecting me as the winner of the St. Teresa of Calcutta Award for 2019. You have no idea how much this means to me and my family. Sustained working with the poor is fulfilling, but it's not that easy. I'd like to thank also the following, of course, my dear wife Susan for understanding that work with the poor is not limited from 8 to 5 and Monday to Saturday. My kids for understanding and accepting our choice of simple living. My parents for having been one of the biggest supporters of aid-free. My father-in-law, who passed away over a year ago and with whom I spent so many hours together on his farm. My colleagues for understanding that working for the poor is serious and not just a job. The affiliates of aid-free for believing in our mission. Coca-Cola Foundation Philippines for the trusted long-term partnership with aid-free, and the Bureau of Soils from the DA for having institutionalized the hydraulic ram pump in one of their programs. In 1983, after having studied marine engineering, I worked on Dutch ships, which brought me to many corners of the world. I could relate the poverty I saw to what my parents had shared to us. Instead of my initial plan to sail the world for a year of 10, I completely changed course and decided to use my technical interest for the poorest of the poor. I joined an appropriate technology group on a nearby technical university and was assigned to the testing of a complete model of a hydraulic ram pump, a device which utilizes the energy contained in falling water to lift a portion of this water to very high elevations. I found this unbelievable. In the same time, I prepared myself for the big step. What I had in mind was not for a limited period of time, but a deep, long-term commitment. I left without any contract, since I wanted to be free, shaping my own direction. I sold a few things I had, bought a ticket, and started working for a local allowance. I'm thankful for my parents for not having tried to stop me. I later learned, of course, that they didn't like my idea, but they never said that. It was at the end of 1985 when I, at the age of 23, ended up on Negros working with very poor sugar workers. It was at a time of hunger on the island. We set up a program for food production through farm lots, which were negotiated with the Hacienderos. At the height of the program, we had around 200 farm lots. I integrated with the workers and saw how they had to survive. There was absence of most basic services. In 1987, I married my wife, Susana, who grew up on a hilly farm in southern Negros where her parents were tenants. I became very close to them and would frequently visit them despite the 120 kilometers distance. We decided to develop the farm with contour lines against erosion, make compost from materials found on the farm, construct the first hydraulic ram pump installation, a latrine, small biogas, small fish ponds, and a little hydropower system. Gregorio, my father-in-law, became my best friend, and the very poor area became my social and technical laboratory, where I learned from the farmers about poverty and to experiment with appropriate technologies which all touched their lack of basic services. The work with the sugar workers got a new dimension with the start of the new land reform program initiated by President Ykema. We were asked to help in processing and developing foreclosed plantations. From farm lots, we got into land reform and suddenly started talking no longer about 1 to 2 hectares, but about haciendas of a few hundred hectares. Nobody of us had really an idea on how to go about it. Most of us were just in their 20s. I think you only mga 20, wala pa na sa GCI mga 25, no? The focus was understandably on organizing and education, and there was no space for technical ideas. With 3 colleagues then, we formed the Alternative Indigenous Development Foundation, aid-free in 1992, and started out with lots of ideas, high level of commitment, but no money.